productivity tactic I will teach you in this video is one of my most actionable tactics so far, and has personally helped me get out of ruts, personally helped me stay disciplined, driven and productive in the times where I'm feeling most down bad. And at the end of this video, if you give me 7 minutes of your time, I hope to give you this technique so you can add it to your productivity arsenal and finally dominate your work. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18 and I coach unproductive people to turn productive using tactical techniques and strategies that have changed my life forever. I personally spent over 5,000 hours or 210 days straight on Call of Duty and other such video games, wasting any potential I had. However, I turned my life around and now I effortlessly and easily breeze through large chunks of my work for my business, education and personal development goals using tactical techniques and strategies like I'll teach you in this video. For the last 1.5 years of my life, I spent the majority of my days testing, finding and implementing productivity strategies like the ones I'll teach you today to help people like you turn productive. And if you're looking to get more help from me, just before we get into the video, the top link in the description will take you to my personal productivity package that I prescribe to all my clients. You'll have my personal phone number so I can hold your hand through the trials and tribulations of productivity. You'll have my exact productivity framework, templates, trackers, tools online, and a free award-winning physical planner so you can effectively and efficiently plan your days. If that's interesting, check it out, but let's get into the video. The tactic is called temptation bundling. And it's a super simple concept. You take a bad habit, for example, scrolling on your phone, maybe watching a YouTube video for entertainment or eating some potentially sugary food, and then you pair it with the good habit, with a task you need to get done. And this productivity tactic is counter norm. The normative productivity advice for people who are on the road to becoming productive is to go all in, to be disciplined, to be driven, and not need this external stimuli. However, if you use this to your advantage while you're on the ropes of discipline, drive and motivation towards your work, while you're building up this discipline, this internal grit to get the work done when you don't want to do it, this can be a really useful lifeline. You're feeling unmotivated, you're feeling unproductive, you're feeling like you're going to procrastinate the work as you always do. Implement this strategy, this temptation bundling. You're craving a YouTube video. You're really procrastinating your work. You want to watch YouTube. The new video dropped. I've dropped the video, whatever. You want to watch it. Watch the video while you do the work. It's so simple. It's so obvious. You probably do this already. And if you don't, I highly recommend you do. If you're right about to do the bad habit, you're right about to scroll on your phone, pick up a pen, open your notepad, and as you're scrolling right at the same time, it depends what you're doing, obviously. If you're doing analytical work where you need to be dialed in, you're doing maths, etc., you're doing some business, finances, of course, don't watch any brain rot Instagram reels. However, if you're about to do some creative work, about to make a thumbnail, about to edit a video, about to do a logo, etc., that doesn't require your full analytical prefrontal cortex, then you can have this lapse. If it's late in the evening, you're about to get some work done, but you want to get it done in an entertaining, consistently motivated manner, then you can utilize this temptation bundling. Put on YouTube, maybe even scroll your phone a little bit, but as you're doing the work you need to get done, it's a win-win for your brain. You're getting both dopamine and dopamine. However, there is a downside to this. There is a slight caveat I must add. It'll continue in the bad habit. You're still frying the dopamine receptors with your phone. So the one thing I must add behind this is that you progressively overload. And like in the gym, like if you go straight to the gym, you can't bench 100 kilos immediately. You need to build up. Maybe you do 20 and then you do 30 and then you do 40 kilo plates each side before you hit 100, if the bar's 20. You need to progressively overload this temptation bundling. And there's a couple of methods you can do this. You can either do it with time. So you do 15 minutes of work without this temptation, without this bundling technique. You're just doing your work, and then you kind of reward yourself with this temptation bundling. Or you do it the opposite. You do 15 minutes with temptation bundling, and then you remove the temptation, remove the stimulation, and get back to work for another 15, etc. And progressively overload that way by going to 20 to 30 to 40 minutes either side. Or you progressively overload the temptation. So if it, for example, was food and you've got a couple of M&Ms on your desk, you're eating them while you're doing this bit of work, it's lovely. Slowly start swapping the snack into something more healthy until you reach the final destination of strawberries, blueberries, grapes, nuts, etc., etc. And then you've replaced the bad habit which was the temptation, which was the external stimulation, with something that's productive, something that's good, something that's full with healthy fats to help you progress, and you're still doing the good habit. So you're pairing good with good. Or whether it's you're watching a YouTube video and it's pure entertainment, nonsense bullshit that's not improving you or your life, you slowly start watching longer videos, less edited, more educational, until you're watching full-length podcasts while doing more work. So you're getting a good habit with a good habit, and you're turning into a productivity machine. That is the end goal of temptation bundling. You want to start off utilizing it poorly. You want to start off utilizing it as your lifeline, your final support of motivation, so you can get your work done, you're still stimulating yourself, you're still feeling in this lull of dopamine. But the end destination, the end goal, as long as you're consistently, progressively overloading the temptation into a more positive, good manner, eventually you'll be doing good work while consuming good things. And it's a perfect combination for you, your brain, your productive output, and the journey you're on to the success you desire. I really hope this made sense for you, and I hope you take action. This is a super useful, actionable technique. But again, if you don't understand this completely, I can help you. I can hold your hand through the trials and tribulations of productivity. I can help you apply tactics and techniques such as this and the other 110 guides I have on my channel. If you want to check them out, here is the link, and the top link in the description will take you to my productivity package. If that sounds interesting, check it out. But I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.